All right, so a question I get all the time is what is a good fragrance to wear on a date? And there's so many factors go into it. So, I thought I'd do more of like a story video and just kind of explain each fragrance and when you'd wear it and so forth. Starting off, my number one recommended is Michael Malone Ocean Noir. Now, the reason I recommend this the most is because this is very versatile. Everyone's gonna like it. They may not love it. Don't get me wrong. There isn't one fragrance that the whole world is in love with and like, you should wear this. But this is so appealing, mass appealing. This is a niche fragrance, but you can get it for like 80 bucks online. This is so mass appealing, you're safe. Now, overseas, you're not gonna be able to get this because this is pretty much an American brand, but you can get Dylan Blue. This smells like the niche version of Dylan Blue. Both are mass appealing, they're really appealing. I get tons of compliments with them. I would wear this if this is like a blind date, you don't know anything about the person, you wanna just make sure you are safe. This will be interesting enough that they'll like it. This would be my recommendation for like your first date, your first blind date, whatever it might be. I would rock Ocean Noir or Dylan Blue if you can't get Ocean Noir. If it's summertime, I'm probably rocking this from Moncler. This is Sunrise Pour Homme. As everyone knows on this channel, this was my favorite summer fragrance. This is fresh, this has a little bit of aquaticness to it. It smells interesting, it smells sexy, it smells mass appealing, but it doesn't smell like every other summer fragrance that they're gonna smell. This is very unique in my opinion. Yes, it's kind of a cross of like a Bleu de Chanel, Acqua di Gio Profondo, maybe an Acqua di Parma. Like you could Frankenstein together fragrances to kind of get close to this, but just get this. It's a great fragrance, great performance, projects well, isn't gonna choke anyone out, isn't gonna annoy anyone. This is a really safe fragrance. You could probably wear this year round, but I think for the summer, this is just the most perfect fragrance out there. I would rock this. If it was me in the summer, I'd go Moncler Sunrise Pour Homme. Now in the winter, there's so many good fragrances. My thought was I would wanna wear this. This is Montal Chocolate Greedy. This smells like the most expensive, luxurious Belgium hot chocolate. So you get beautiful chocolate, beautiful creaminess, great performance, great projection, great longevity. This will work great in the cold. And because it has that hot chocolate, that sweet vibe, everyone's gonna like this. So it's a very safe fragrance for the winter. There are so many good fragrances. Now, if you know that your person likes leather, you could wear Tom Ford Ombre leather. If they like oud, you could wear this. Like there's loads of ways, but typically, fresh and sweet are the best for a date. They're very mass appealing, they're very easy to wear. So for me in the winter, because of the cold, a lot of fresh fragrances won't work. I would rock from Montal, this is Chocolate Greedy. A coffee date, or even just going to a bar, they're very common places to meet someone for a date. Coffee is usually like your safe first date. My thought is, why not Amore Cafe? Now, the reason for this is a cinnamon caramel macchiato fragrance. So you're gonna get beautiful sweetness from the caramel, beautiful coffee in it, that little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of spice. It just works perfectly. And in a setting like a coffee shop where you're just getting overwhelmed with coffee, why go there and just have an overpowering fragrance that's just gonna add another scent to what they're already smelling? Versus get this, rock this, and then say you go on a walk afterwards, this would work perfect. They would still get that waft. They'd be like, whoa, this smells amazing. I think this would be a perfect fragrance, and even in a bar, great, perfect fragrance. It isn't gonna be overpowering. It isn't going to annoy people. It's just sweet enough and coffee enough that it's just kind of a safe fragrance. So for me, I would love to wear Amore Cafe. I think this would be a great fragrance. If you're going to a classy event, this is one of my newest fragrances, and I wish I bought it last year when it first came out. This is Gucci Guilty Elixir. This is super insane. This is so good. And I just saw it at discounters for like $110. If I made discounters, I bought mine like the week before. I paid $183. Well, actually, it was gifted to me, so the person paid $183 for me. If we waited 1 week, you could have gotten this for $110. Whatever. Your gain, my loss. This is a great fragrance. I think it's worth $183. Yes, people are like balking out that like you could get a niche fragrance, you could get any fragrance. I know, and I don't care. This is worth it. This is so good. It gives you that beautiful like modern version of Le Male from JPG. Great performance, great projection, great sillage, but then it has a modern take to it. And it's an enhanced, improved version. Oh, I love this fragrance. Every time I've worn it, I've enjoyed it. Great fragrance, highly recommend it. So this is your classy dinner date. This is black tie. This is just a regular dinner. I would go with this. This would be perfect for that setting. The best fragrance usually for your person is your favorite fragrance. And that is this for me. This is Le Male Parfum. This may not be your favorite fragrance. This may not be the fragrance for you, but you have a fragrance that makes you feel confident, a fragrance that makes you feel amazing. That's the one that will probably be your most successful fragrance. So for me, this might be my first fragrance every time for the first date because this will make me feel confident. I'm gonna have a little bit of swag to me. I'm gonna feel happy, I'm gonna feel excited. I would rock Le Male Parfum. For you, it may not be Le Male Parfum. It may be Acqua di Gio Profondo. It may be whatever. Again, I wouldn't do an oud or a leather. Typically, those are not mass appealing fragrances and they're not gonna go well for a first date. If you know the person, you know they love those scents, then wear it. Consider yourself lucky that you can wear that. Typically, you want something fresh or sweet or safe. This is, for me, my #1 go-to. It's my favorite fragrance. So that's some fragrances. You know what? I'm gonna post a video right here where I talk about some of the best fragrances for the fall. Again, the fall's gonna happen. We're getting closer to the winter, but some of these fragrances, because they are so mass appealing, would work on a date also. So I think it would be helpful to see those fragrances. So I'm gonna post it right here if you're interested. And as always, thanks for subscribing. This is Nubs. Talk to you soon.